Ikigai, asobigai, manabigai, hatarakigai, yarigai. Okay, so we know that Ikigai is made up of the verb ikigu, which means to live, and the suffix gai, which means worth, value, or result. Ikigai, what makes life worth living. But did you know that gai can be added to many other Japanese verbs? So for example, the verb hataraku, which means to work, becomes hatarakigai, and that would be work worth doing, or perhaps challenging work, or a rewarding job. And then we have the verb manabu, which means to learn, and so with the suffix gai becomes manabigai, something worth learning. And then the verb play, asobu, becomes asobigai. What's interesting is how even among Japanese, ikigai can be perceived differently. And I'd like to quote from this book by Gordon Matthews, What Makes Life Worth Living. He references a newspaper article way back in April 1990, written by a author, Kobayashi Tsukasa, and the newspaper was the Nihon Keizai Shinbun, and this is Gordon Matthews' translation. Some people say, my work is my ikigai, but these people are confusing hatarakigai, the sense that one's work is worth doing, with ikigai. Some people hold that gateboru, gateball, a stereotypical pastime of old people in Japan, or raising chrysanthemums, or writing haiku as their ikigai, but that's just asobigai, play that is worth doing. Not ikigai. Real ikigai is more than that. And so Kobayashi believes that ikigai is self-actualization. So that's an interesting perspective. He believes it goes beyond your work, beyond your play, and it's self-actualization, where Ken Mogi, one of Japan's leading neuroscientists and a prolific author, and who has written a book in English on Ikigai, the Little Book of Ikigai, he believes that Ikigai is a spectrum of all the things, be they small joys or the pursuit of life-defining goals. He believes that they all are sources of Ikigai. So what do you think? Do you think Ikigai is self-actualization? Or would you see, or do you see Ikigai as a spectrum of the things that make life worth living? I see Ikigai as a spectrum because I think there are many things in our life that can make us feel that life is worth living. So let me know what you think. Is it a spectrum or is it self-actualization?